choose our socks for success in all endeavors. Fortunes rises from the heel, and good luck for life.
Good morning. Today is Monday, March 24, 2025. Today in history, on this day 249 years ago, British inventor John Harrison passed away. He invented the marine chronometer, which solved the problem of positioning at sea. This invention revolutionized the age of discovery and made safe long-distance sea voyages possible. The British Parliament awarded him a prize of £20,000. Welcome to today's Ching Chow Morning News. Let's start with political updates. Trump orders budget cuts for VOA and other agencies. According to reports from Washington, U.S. President Trump signed an executive order cutting spending on the U.S. Agency for Global Media, which oversees Voice of America, and 6 other federal departments. These departments fund museums, libraries, and handle refugee issues. The order mandates reducing operations to the legal minimum. Trump clashed with Voice of America during his first term. After returning to office, he appointed former news anchor Lake as its director. A staunch supporter, Lake often criticizes mainstream media for bias. Trump's federal agency reorganization, led by the Government Efficiency Department under Musk, has identified over 100,000 government jobs for cuts, frozen international aid, and canceled many programs. EU and allies pledge €8.4 billion to aid Syria. According to Reuters, the European Union hosted a humanitarian aid conference for Syria, with governments and organizations pledging €5.8 billion to support the Syrian interim government after Assad's fall. EU estimates show 16.5 million Syrians need humanitarian aid, and 12.9 million require food assistance. The EU plans to provide €2.5 billion in 2025 and 2026 for electricity restoration, clean water supply, and school reconstruction, while suspending some sanctions. Syrian Foreign Minister Sabani expressed support and gratitude. Russia agrees to 30-day halt on energy strikes. According to reports from Moscow, Russian President Vladimir Putin spoke with U.S. President Donald Trump for 2.5 hours but rejected Trump's proposed 30-day ceasefire, which Ukraine had agreed to. Instead, he agreed only to halt attacks on Ukraine's energy infrastructure and issued immediate orders to the Russian army. Ukrainian President Zelensky initially expressed support for the ceasefire agreement. Analysts note that Trump sought a full ceasefire but secured only a limited commitment. With summer reducing Ukraine's heating needs, Russia's concession is minimal and benefits Moscow. For months, Ukraine has used long-range drones and missiles to target Russian refineries and pipelines. Indonesia plans legal reforms to expand military role. According to Jakarta News, the Indonesian Congress is pushing to revise the national military law to expand military functions. The most controversial change increases the number of state agencies where officers can serve without resigning or retiring from 10 to 16. The new agencies include the Ministry of Maritime Affairs and Fisheries, the Attorney General's Office, the National Disaster Reduction Agency, the National Counterterrorism Agency, the Maritime Security Agency, and the National Border Management Agency. About 180 political activists, scholars, and 190 NGOs signed a petition urging Congress to halt the amendment, arguing it revives the military's dual function, contradicting the principle of professional soldiers. Since former Army General Prabowo became president, concerns over military overreach have grown. Prabowo frequently deploys the National Army for priority projects and appoints active officers to civilian positions, bypassing existing laws. Thailand announces 4 casino-integrated entertainment zones. According to the Bangkok Post, Thailand announced the first 4 locations for its integrated entertainment venue project: Bangkok, Chonburi, Chiang Mai, and Phuket. Nikam, vice chairman of the special committee overseeing the project, hopes these casinos will attract at least 50 million tourists annually, create 40,000 jobs, and drive economic growth. Each venue will feature a 5-star hotel, world-class shopping mall, amusement park, gymnasium, conference hall, and large convention center, with 10% of the space allocated to the casino. WFP funding shortfall leaves over 1 million in Myanmar without aid. According to AFP, the World Food Programme announced that due to severe funding shortages, over 1 million people in Myanmar will lose access to life-saving food aid starting in April. The statement cited escalating conflict, displacement, and access restrictions as key factors driving the increased need for assistance. Without immediate new funds, the program can only support 35,000 of the most vulnerable, including children under 5, pregnant and breastfeeding women, and people with disabilities. The United States, the largest contributor to global aid, provided $4.4 billion of the World Food Programme's $9.7 billion budget last year. However, after President Trump's return to the White House, Washington drastically cut international aid, causing concern in the humanitarian community. Cambodia's Techo International Airport Khmer-style terminal nears completion. According to the Cambodia-China Times, an insider revealed that the traditional Khmer house at Dresden International Airport is nearing completion and will soon welcome visitors. Built using ancient techniques, the structure fully embodies the essence of traditional Khmer architecture. The project is part of the Cambodian Folk Culture Village at the airport, designed to showcase Cambodia's unique culture and architectural heritage to travelers while enhancing the country's cultural image. As Cambodia's newest international gateway, Dresden International Airport aims to provide modern aviation services while serving as a key platform for promoting Cambodian culture. According to Tsilian Press, alumina futures have continued to decline, with the main contract dropping nearly 3% and hitting an intraday low of 3,002 yuan per ton, the lowest level in over a year. That's all for today's Qing Chao Morning News. Thanks for watching. Join us at the same time tomorrow.